Hi Taurus, welcome. So Taurus, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages and then we're going to go into the you versus them love portion of the reading. I'm time stamping this February because that's when I'm recording it. But I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. My readings are actually timeless. So whenever you're watching it, that's when you're meant to hear it. Taurus, let's get into it. So the very first thing that I got in the meditation was sneaking suspicions. So I don't know if there's like this suspicious type of energy surrounding you, Taurus, or you're feeling maybe on edge about something. I felt a little bit of like fluttering in my chest as well when I was coming out of the meditation, kind of like a little bit of anxiety, but also anticipation. Okay, so this could be like anxiety inducing type of energy, but it could also be like eagerly anticipating, like an anticipatory type of vibe. But we shall see, won't we? Let's get into the cards and get into it. You have the card of Mercury, which is all about words, thoughts, analysis, learning new things, information. It's a very communicative energy. It leads to a higher awareness. It also talks about curiosity, which I think is really interesting because I got that word sneaking suspicion, right? Which suspicion is really nothing but piqued curiosity, right? Or kind of like when you feel something coming before it actually comes, you get that, sixth sense about you. So some of you are having maybe even premonitions, okay, or gaining insight before it actually manifests. So I always find it fascinating anytime that happens to me, like when I actually dream of something or I think of something and then it occurs. But for some people, as opposed to that causing exhilaration, it causes panic and anxiety. um, so I guess it just kind of depends on how comfortable you are with your own abilities, Taurus. We all have the same abilities, just not all of us have the power to tap into them the way others do. But yeah, I feel like your spidey senses are on fire right now. So let's see what this is about, Taurus, and get deeper into it. You have the card of moment to moment, the card of transformation, and the card of creativity. So this is very positive in that there is some sort of transformation coming in around your creative pursuits, what you do for a living. You're also being encouraged at the same time to take it day by day, moment by moment, to not, try to future cast or future predict too often or too much, especially if it causes you anxiety. Like, it's one thing to like look to your future, right, with eager anticipation because you're imagining the best outcomes, but it is a whole nother thing when you're imagining your future and all of the worst outcomes, and it's anxiety producing. um and that negative emotion you feel when you do that is your indicator, right, that you're being encouraged to think of it a different way or leave it alone. So if it doesn't feel good, not worth continuing to think about. Okay, no matter how probable or realistic you're being, it just does not serve you in any sort of way to look towards a future state through the eyes of worry and anxiety. Okay, so some of you need to be reminded of that. We think that for some reason our brain tricks us into thinking that that serves some sort of purpose, like we'll be more prepared if we think about the worst possible outcomes. But honestly, nothing really prepares you ever for worst possible outcomes. But also, as you look to your future through that lens, it actually increases the odds of you manifesting something you might really not like, because you get what you focus on, whether you want it or not. So it's all right to think and dream about your future, but you're really being encouraged to think about it in the most positive ways that you can. And if you can't, then leave it alone. Just take it day by day. Be in the moment. right now best as you can and enjoy that moment. And just simply by being present, it will carve out the path of least resistance towards what outcome you're wanting for yourself. Okay, so let's get into it and get some more cards out and go from there. So Taurus, cards for Taurus, 9 of Wands. Cards for Taurus, the Fool, the Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Wands. So the very first thing that I heard was a false start. Okay, something that started up, or you had a startup maybe, and for whatever reason it didn't maybe take off the ground the way that you wanted it to, or there was some hesitancy or resistance here that was blocking your pathway. I actually feel the doors of opportunity reopening to you again, particularly in Aries season is what is being highlighted. But because this is a timeless reading, right, the timeline may be different for all of you. I just get another opportunity on the horizon is what I'm feeling with this, a second chance, if you will, to get something off the ground that, you know, inspired you, but maybe you ran across some obstacles with a Taurus. And the funny thing is that there's never truly a missed opportunity, you know, in the way that you think it is, because anytime you miss an opportunity, there'll be another and another and another. It may take different forms and different shapes, but the opportunity or the essence of that opportunity will be the same, right? Like you're never just left with nothing to choose from in life. And if you really think about, you know, your life and you look back on it, I bet you couldn't tell me a time where you were left with absolutely no choices, even though sometimes it feels like that, you know, especially if we get ourselves into a tight spot. But yet somehow there always is a way out. There always is a solution. There always is a choice. And so don't play into that mindset, Taurus, that you're without, you know, options and choices, because that's simply not the truth. So let's see what else we have coming through. I don't feel like a very serious vibe. Sometimes I get like very playful energy, but I am feeling like a seriousness around this. You have the 8 of Swords, 3 of Wands in the reverse, and the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, I do feel a bit of absence or absent-mindedness here, or oh, I can see what's happening here. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I get the message right. What's slowing you down and creating resistance without you even knowing it is that you're thinking that you're looking for something in the future tense, but you're looking too much at the past as a reference. So while you think that you're planning for the future, you're actually regurgitating the past. So there's something here that maybe didn't get off the ground that you want another chance with. But Spirit is saying, yes, another opportunity will always come a-knocking, but none will quite be exactly like the last. So they're encouraging you then, Taurus, to look towards the future through fresh eyes, through a fresh perspective, and not use the past so much as a comparison tool. I hope this is making sense to you. Because it's almost like you're shutting yourself down or shutting yourself off from truly being open because of you referencing the past. So it's almost like you don't even know where to begin. You don't even know where to give your energy, where to give your focus to. And as I'm, getting this message as well, channeling this message, I am also feeling flighty, a bit scattered. I don't know how to explain this feeling. It's like I'm present, but I'm not. It's like I'm here and I'm talking to you, but I'm also thinking about other things, which is really bizarre. I mean, it is, but it isn't, But during a reading, usually I'm more in the flow. And so I feel like there's that too, like this, like you could be even talking to somebody and having a completely different dialogue in your mind, which is a super skill, by the way. But it also lacks presence, it lacks being in the flow, because when you place yourself here, there, and everywhere, you're really in lots of places, but really nowhere important either. They say what? The jack of all trades, but the master of none. I don't know where that reference came from, but okay. Also that, like you're everywhere and you're nowhere at the same time. It's fascinating. Let's see what else. The Lovers. The Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles and the Death card. So, Taurus, this is you showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm also getting like, this is a reminder of who to trust. And what they're highlighting is first trusting yourself. See, we want to place our trust in others, and very well we should be able to, but you know what? A lot of people are kind of fickle, and so sometimes our trust is misplaced. And where we really need to put the trust is in ourselves, in our own ability to stand on our 2 feet, in our own ability to, be in the flow and create what is best for us. And I feel you kind of need to put yourself back in that driver's seat, because there is a change here. There's also an ending here, and I feel resistance around it. I feel hesitancy around it. I feel like some of you almost wanting to like leap back to the past where you were more comfortable or where you felt more stable, not realizing that the future also holds all of what you want in it as well, including that stability. But it's always a bit fearful when we're going through change. And so for some reason, our mind will play tricks on us as if, we're leaving something and going into the unknown and unfamiliar, and it seems risky, but it's like spirit is always with you. You take you with you wherever you go, so you're always constant. You are always the constant in your life. All that stability and reliability and assurance that you're looking for out there or in others is all within you, Taurus. And once you understand that, you will never look at something unfamiliar or new through the eyes of fear. So they're wanting you to say, stop looking back there. Stop that. It's here and now, and the future has a different flavor to it, but it is also assured to be a joyous journey, so be open to it. And this is also the same message that I got for Libra. If you're connecting with Libra or have that in your chart, check out their reading. Very similar vibes here. And also, one last message I heard, open the door to communication. There also may be welcomed or new communication or new insight coming through, Taurus, that's going to be very helpful for you. Okay, and I heard lead the way. So how do you lead the way? You lead by example. You lead by believing in yourself. Numero uno. Okay, let's see what the guidance card is. And then we're going to go to the love reading. You have card number 46. It says, I can look for things I appreciate in relationships. You cannot get the relationship of your dreams when your chronic thoughts about relationships feel lonely or angry or worried or disappointment. But as you look for things you appreciate in yourself, as well as others, and you make lists of positive aspects of past and now relationships, you train your vibrational offering to match the vibration of your desire, and your perfect timing, your perfect mate, your perfect job must then come. It is law. Wow. Look for things to appreciate. Wow, very interesting start to the reading. I'm super interested to see what's coming in for the you versus them love portion. We're going to go straight to that, so sit right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. Okay, so Taurus, now we are going to get into the love portion of the reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let's get into it and see, my friends. You have the card of participation. Also keep in mind that yes, most of the time this is going to be about your intimate partner, but it could also be about a family member, a friend, a coworker, you name it. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're good. So you have the card here of participation, and they have the card of transformation. Excuse me. Hold on, I might need a glass of water. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, sorry about that. I needed some water. Okay. So, your card is all about participation, collaboration, being cooperative with others, group activities, your friendship circle, your social network. This person's energy is all about change, deep internal transformation, spiritual healing, and the emotional journey. So let's see how this goes together. Taurus, we're going to look at the recent past and what led up to the now. We're also going to look at how you're both seeing each other and feeling underneath it all. And then the most likely outcome. So Taurus, recent past energy for my Tauruses. The Moon, the Five of Wands, and the Chariot. So yeah, I feel like there's been some sort of emotional back and forth or emotional conflict that you've recently moved away from or will be moving away from during this time frame. I feel this has caused you to do some deep soul searching, maybe your own spiritual healing. It's almost like you're trying to figure yourself out through this experience, you know, or maybe that's the point of all of this, right? Like sometimes we feel like there's this big grand scheme of why we're going through something or we're being tested, but most of the time it's really just us, our personal development, you know, figuring out who am I under this circumstance, who am I under this experience, you know, who am I under pressure, who am I when I'm happy, who am I when I'm faced with challenges. All of that is self-discovery. Really, life is nothing more than a self-discovery journey. And it's more of an emotional journey than it is a physical one, if you really think about it. So let's see what this person has in their recent past then, Taurus. Nine of Wands. Three of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So yeah, I feel like this person has had their walls up, had their barriers up while they try to, you know, look out for themselves is what I heard. So there's a bit of that energy here. Look out for what's in their best interest and what they're committed to. But I do feel like defensiveness here. I feel an argumentative vibe. I feel emotionally drained, you know, type of energy. So I feel like this person is kind of getting their priorities messed up because they're not really prioritizing how they feel, you know, as often as they could or as often as they should. Which is funny because life often flips us upside down, where we start believing that our priorities lie somewhere out there, or that it's in status or money or things, you know, and not even realizing like those things don't matter if you're not happy, you know. And so figuring out how to make yourself happy regardless of your life circumstance is the superpower that you're looking for, that you're truly looking for, and that this person is really looking for too, but I don't feel they've gotten there just quite yet. All right, so let's see how you're perceiving each other in the now energy. How does Taurus see this person? The Star, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So, wow, I feel like it's funny because it's like this person is like inspires hope and they make you kind of want to open up, but at the same time there's this harshness here, there's this coldness here, there's this blunt energy coming through. So I feel like if you want the blunt truth, go to this person, but I actually heard go to the Taurus. So Taurus, you might be the one that is showing up with that blunt energy, but take it as it resonates. I just feel like a very decisive, honest, truthful type of vibe, and almost kind of blunt and a little bit cold. But at the same time, warm at the same time. How can you be cold and warm at the same time? This person may run hot and cold. I don't know. But it's like being able to deliver the truth, but in a loving way. Like, now that's a skill. You know, so let me see how this person is feeling, or sorry, seeing you. How do they see you? 8 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Fun to be with, fun to work with if you work with this person. And or they see you as somebody who's fun, but also a hard worker. Somebody who they get along with rather easy. So I actually feel the vibe here is pretty friendly. Okay, this actually could be a friend or a coworker, but again, even if it's intimate, I feel like a friendly vibe there, at least in the way that you see each other. So let's see how you're feeling underneath it all. How is Taurus feeling underneath it all? Oh no, too many cards. Hold on. Too many. How does Taurus feel underneath it all? The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. So first thing I heard was mutual respect. Okay. Which is interesting because I've never gotten that from this card combination here, but take it or leave it. You have this, to me, is all about, when it shows up in the heart space, true love. The Ace of Swords to me is the truth. The Ace of Cups is love, true love. So I feel like there is genuine love, okay, between you and this person. Like there's a genuine connection. You genuinely care, and yet the 8 of Swords is here. So there's some sort of restriction around this, and let me see what that is. Don't hold back your love or that you care, even if it's out of anger or spite. And that could be for you or your person, because what I got in my head was withholding love. Yeah, so there's something here that you're not seemingly getting past, or there's something that it's difficult for you to get past. It's difficult for you to get past the past or their past. something about that going on, even though there is genuine feelings here. So what is this person? How are they feeling underneath it all? Seven of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. I heard does not work well with others. Okay. It could be that like this person prefers solitude or solitary projects or work or whatever. That seems so random. But take it or leave it. I don't know where that came from. So when it comes to this person, heart space, I do feel like sometimes they have a past history of maybe doing things by themselves or doing things for themselves, but not inclusive of others, or not wanting to participate maybe in group activities or in bonding, or what are your power bonding? Is that even a thing? There's like a reluctancy here. Because they were not prioritizing correctly. That's what it was. And this is, I feel, in the past, but it's still showing up in the now energy, which lets me know that this is something that this person has yet to really work on or conquer, even though I do feel they're going through a lot of spiritual and emotional transformations or changes, and maybe even endings going on during this time frame. So let's see where this is headed then, Taurus. Where is this likely headed? King of Swords in the reverse. Whoa. Who broke a special bond? I just keep getting that message, a special bond has been broken. It may be related to this person, or maybe something else you've got going on. I do not like the King of Swords in the reverse, and this is what came out. There's a lot of soul searching going on. This is a very cold, cutting energy. To me, the King of Swords represents, and this is showing up in your energy, and yes, I know you're not an air sign, but this is representative of Taurus right now. To me, this is like somebody who's tough, you know. Tough luck is what I heard. Maybe you've had a bout of tough luck. But there's some soul searching around this here, Taurus, and there's an ending manifesting here, but it's a very transformative one. But it could be the ending of some sort of special bond or a bond. Maybe you're considering that. What is this? Really? Okay. I'm just going to straight up tell you everything I'm hearing. It's going to take a minute to get past this. All good things come in time. This too shall pass. In Spirit's eyes, there are no true endings and beginnings because we are eternal. There is only different chapters in our life that we experience for a variety of reasons. And every relationship has its chapter in your life, in the book of your life. That it's all right to feel how you want to feel. Just don't let it make you hardened. Let it make you more understanding. Let it motivate you. See, there's something that you're not seeing just yet, but you're going to see in due time. And when you dawn that new perspective, what's once felt like a dire circumstance or some sort of loss or rejection, what feels like fear and uncertainty will work itself out, and there will be a change here, and there will be a new beginning as well. Wow, let's see, this person's, it's like, yeah, that was way deeper than what I was looking for. Okay, the Emperor. Nine of Swords, Six of Pentacles. They're not sure how to do this, how to go about something, how to make something happen. They're getting trapped. They want to be in control, but they can't control the world. You know, they can only control themselves. And this person has some bad habits of prioritizing the wrong things in the past, but they are going through changes that are helping them to see what is truly important to them. I feel like this person sees you in a very light and way, in a very light-hearted way, and I do feel there is genuine love and care within the connection. I also feel like this person inspires hope within you, despite that I heard their tactics may not always be the best. And the overall message here is what I'm getting towards is to just write it out for now. I know, not like the definitive ending you're looking for, but Spirit says there is no ending, you know. As soon as you reach the ending, there'll be a new beginning. You genuinely are eternal, and yes, everything has its season, but since the seasons never end, that means there'll be a new season yet again. I'm rhyming now. Okay, let's see what let's see what the guidance cards have to say. Number 25, causing pain for others will attract pain to me. The flawed premise that my way of life is the only correct way, therefore all other ways must be stopped, is the basis of the majority of unhappiness on the planet. Not only do those being pushed against feel the pain, but those doing the pushing will feel it as well. In fact, the unhappiest, the least fulfilled among you are those who are pushing against others, because in doing so, you are disallowing the most important relationship of all, which is the relationship between you and you. Wow, very interesting guidance card here, but it's essentially saying that get rid of the flawed premise that the way I'm living is the only good and correct way, because in some ways that hinders you. We are all divinely given the gift to carve out our lives in any way that we seem fit, and that is called free will. And the less you push against how other people are choosing to live, the better your life goes. It's just a law of attraction fact. So, very interesting. Wow, I'm going to leave it there for now. Taurus, zodiac signs you might be connecting with or having your own chart. I felt Libra connection here, but I also have Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Scorpio again, Virgo, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. All of my social media is linked below, as well as in the About section. Don't forget to follow me over there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Taurus. And until next time, my friends, namaste.